the startup sequence, you first turn the power on. Power is turned on. You can actually see some of the lights on the hydraulics and the servos kick on. You come around, and you now need to wait for about a minute or two for this whole thing to boot up. It takes quite a while, but it's going through the whole entire process, and it'll say Heidenhain CNC pilot. It's booting up right now. It's doing its thing. So, like I said, it takes about a minute or so for the screen to completely come up and boot, and then the operation sequence to actually restart the machine. You first want to clear all the alarms, as I'll show you. You want to have the door closed. You want to have both. You want to have both the main spindle here and the sub spindle clamped. You want to have the door completely closed. You need to make sure that the interlock clicks and the interlock is locked. Otherwise, the interlock is not locked. This button here, which is the green door, green go, will not be lit. You'll only see this one lit. You need to make sure that this is not flashing and that there are no longer any messages. We're still booting right now, so I thought I'd just share with you. You can see it says Heidenhain CNC Pilot 4290 version 6.1. Once this finishes booting, we'll get to another screen that will basically say push operating modes. When it says push operating modes, it's going to be this button right here, which looks like a little square with 3 dots. So now it says Gildemeister, Heidenhain, startup, parameters, transmission running. It goes through a few different cycles of the menu right here. Once it finishes cycling through the whole menu here, it'll say push operating modes here. So it says IPO configuration is running, monitoring, K-level. Just going through its sequence up. You just heard right there, that was the servos, but we have e-stop on. So you can see the light blinking because the servos are not on, or hydraulics. It says push operating mode key, so let's go ahead and push operating mode key. You can see we're red here, which means we have alarms. Push alarms, you push the lightning bolt looking key, which is this one here, and it'll bring up your alarms. It says PLC, signal, machine emergency stop. So let's go ahead and say delete, because it can't be deleted, because the reason why, we have not released the e-stop, so go ahead and pull the e-stop off, and now we can say delete, to get rid of those. Now we're still green because we don't have any of the servos on. This is still blinking saying we have errors. So we push the double arrow to see all those errors. You push this one. Right now it says display errors blank, right? But see this little arrow here? That means you need to push this double arrow here to see a second menu. So when you push that the one time, you'll see it changes. Now it says we have 2 additional errors. It says main clamping unit, undefined, and counter spindle, which that basically means that right now the main spindle is unclamped and the sub spindle is unclamped, and it says it's undefined. So we first need to turn the servos on. So to do that, you push this button right here. It says a 1. Push that. You see the light turns green. You hear the servos and the air power up. Now what we can do is all we have to do is basically hit escape to get rid of this. And we need to be in machine. Right now we're in operations mode, so we need to push 7 on the keyboard here, 7, to put us into machine mode. We want to be in machine mode, and we want to be in manual. So now it says manual control or machine. So now we can physically clamp the spindle. To clamp the spindle, it's going to be the right pedal here, which will do the main. So now we've done the right, and then we do the same one that shows the picture of the spindle coming together for the counter unit. So we're going to push that. You can see that clamps. With both those being clamped, we have now killed all the main alarms. We still have one alarm. It says pick off device, swiveling, monitoring. That's actually the parts catcher, what that means. So all I have to do here, that happens, is you turn the key switch to the right to go into manual mode. And you have to hold down the power agreement key, and we're going to push the parts catcher because it's the door. So we're going to push the button. And now we should be able to clear that alarm and say delete, delete, escape, escape. And look at that, we got green, we're almost ready. We're going to push info, we're going to push PLC. We still got the counter spindle clamping undefined, so let's go ahead and unclamp. And we're going to clamp again, hold the hydraulic pedal down for a second. That should clear that one. We still have this one, so we can delete, escape, and I'll put the camera down for 1 second to do the clear. So let's put that